The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey there guys, it is 5 p.m. here in the UK. It is 12 p.m. EST. I hope you are all well. Thanks ever so much for jumping on this webinar. I can see lots and lots of familiar names in the, not in the chat box, in the name box of GoToWebinar. I have got a really special guest who's going to be talking to or teaching all of us some SEO, including myself. What I first want to do though is I want to make sure that you can all hear me. So if you can type in the chat box that you can hear me, let me know where you're from, because there's some names that I do not recognize in this list. And if you can also just let me know what types of businesses you run. Are you affiliate marketers? Are you local marketers? And all that kind of stuff, so I can see what that is. Now I'm just got to wait for these things to pour in. So it looks like we've got people from all over the world. We've got affiliate marketers, Kindle publishers.
Oh, look, yeah.
Yeah, awesome, isn't it? Affiliate and local, another local, more locals. Amazon stores, I think that says. Bit of a misspelling there. Affiliate marketing, hi, from Asheville. So yeah, from all over the place. We've got people from France, UK. This is awesome. I'm not going to dwell on that because everybody, they spend about 25 minutes talking about where everybody's from or what everybody does. And all I want to tell you is what is going to be covered today will help you in whatever type of business you run. I can actually see that there's a few actual business owners themselves in this group who are looking at using SEO to help their actual local businesses, which is awesome. So without any further ado, I sent out a poll or a survey to my list of subscribers and my YouTube subscribers, and I got back, the top 3 results that I got back were how to become an authority. Bear with me 1 second, I need to minimize this epoxy. There we go. I was clicking on a button to minimize it and it just wouldn't minimize. So the survey results were how to become an authority in your niche, multiple niches and clients. That was the top 1, okay, by quite some way. And then these next 2 were very close, but they were 2 and 3, but miles away from the rest of the answers that people could choose from. So the next one is finding content or knowing what to write about. And then the number 3, the perfect time to add your powerful PBN links. And I was amazed that people chose that one, but I'm really glad that people chose that one, because there really is the perfect time to leave that powerful PBN link. Isn't there, Simon? I'm not lying there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I remember when you read the list, and that was the 3rd one. I was actually I was happy and surprised as well, because we were literally discussing that yesterday, the exact perfect time.
I know.
So yeah.
Amazing.
It definitely is.
I'm gonna introduce Simon. So on the line we have Simon Dadia. That's how you pronounce your surname?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
what
it.
I want to quickly show you is why you should be listening to Simon. Okay, Simon has been.
Oh, hang on a second, Brian. I don't think I've got your screen. Have I got your screen? Is it showing? I don't think I see your screen.
Oh, hold on. Show my screen. Okay, so
there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
So I clicked it on and off again, and can you see it now?
Yeah.
You can. Cool. Right. So
back a little bit. There you go. Yeah.
Here we go. So what we have here are, I've got 3 Google Analytic accounts of 3, and this is only 3 of Simon's huge portfolio of websites. Okay, and look at this, guys. Over the past 12 months, this website has generated 500 million sessions. Okay, over 500 million page views on his website. This is just one website. This is the next website.
Yeah.
This is why we want to be listening to Simon, right? As soon as Simon and I became friends on Facebook and somebody introduced us and we were talking, and every time he did a Facebook post, I was like, this is the guy. This is the guy. This is the kind of people that I want to be, really rubbing shoulders with. And I rub shoulders with those kind of people anyway. But Simon is an unknown SEO, I hate the word guru, but he is an SEO guru, but people don't really know him. And that's why he's on this call. So we've got this site here. So this is brand new, right? You can see the straight line, and then this site comes alive, but it doesn't just come alive. This is jumping up to like 300.
Well, let me just explain very quickly, Brian. That wasn't actually. That was only because they've changed it. That's from January, because it's the last 90 days only for pure SEO organic traffic there.
Okay.
That's what that is there.
Okay.
That's why they've shown that there. Sorry, it's about a year old, that site.
Okay, but this is purely SEO traffic, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Look at that, and that is. I'm giggling to myself, right? Because I've got a couple of websites that do like about 500,600,000 visitors a year, right? And I love those websites. And then I look at this, and in 30 days, it's I've got 15 million impressions, and absolutely, it's mind-boggling, but in a good way, right? I love it. And then the next one we have here is 78 million, sessions in the what's that, 6 months, maybe 9 months.
Yeah. I mean, one funny thing about that is if you look in the account on that one, is that little line, that flat line is actually not a flat line. That flat line is 10,000 visitors a day.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then it just jumped.
Yeah,
we had a few things go viral, and it just took off the site. And
this is just beautiful.
So that flat line is actually 10,000 organic visitors a day.
Yeah, and what really makes me giggle about this image here, guys, is it says here your data volume of 169 million hits exceeds the limit of 10 million hits per month as outlined in our terms of service.
I love that one.
If you continue to exceed the limit, you will lose access to future data. Well, oh well, that's the kind of Google message I like to see, right? Absolutely, just awesome. And then there was another screen I wanted to share, which is this one here. And this is another site, and we've got 5 million. Is that 5 million per month that SEMrush is estimating for your website?
Yeah, that's monthly.
Yeah, that's monthly, and it's telling us that it's ranking for over 2 million keywords. Okay.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in for a bit, guys. I've managed to get Simon on a call with us to talk about what he does with regards to these 3 questions, but then he's going to show some other cool stuff. Just reference all of these great figures here, which really, in all honesty, what he's going to show with these is basically talking about this. Isn't that right, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to show how the same exact strategies, how these sites have become such authorities, and the exact strategies that we've employed to get these kind of results.
That's absolutely
and as you can see, you can duplicate these results, and
and it's replicable, right? That's the main thing, the main concern that I have, and I know that my students and the people on the call probably, and other even real experts in their field, is every time something comes up, there's lots of times when people are selling a product or talking about this new dozy way of doing something, but they're only showing one site, and you're like, well, hang on a minute, is this replicable? And 3 years ago, you could go and have one site. You could be trying to do SEO for years and years. You have one site that's doing really well, show the results from that one website, and people would go and buy all of their products because they think they're some guru. Well, actually, that was just an accident. Do you know what I mean? And so the reason that Simon's here is purely because this stuff is replicable, and once you see everything, it will all make sense. And I know there's a couple names in here, like Brian, for instance, is a real hardcore SEO, and he emails me from time to time, and we talk about tools and all that kind of stuff. He's a hardcore SEO. He'll see what's happening today, and he'll be like, oh, this is just the shit. Pardon me for swearing, but that's, and I know. So anyway, without any further ado, because it's been 10 minutes of me waffling, I am going to hand the screen over to Simon. So Simon, it's all over to you, and if you would just introduce yourself a little bit, you know, what you've done and all that, that would be awesome.
Right, okay, so let me just get the screen over here.
You should have it.
Yeah, can you see?
I can indeed. That's it. Yep.
Okay, cool. So all right, so the hardcore SEO webinar, and what I've been up to for the last 10 years or so has been a cross of affiliate marketing and content marketing. Recently, I had a design agency called Noam Design, which isn't really active anymore, where we were dealing with client design and SEO. And we started focusing a good few years ago on our own content sites, and it just sort of let all of the client stuff that we were doing fizzle away, and we don't focus on client SEO or marketing at all. And we just focus on our own content sites because of the success that we had. Also, currently, I'm involved in a new startup, Dream Smoke, the VP of marketing for a e-cigarette brand called Dream Smoke. And between that and the content marketing, that's how I spend my time every day, just doing pretty much what I'm about to explain to you here. So what we're going to be covering, as Brian had said, was 3 very important things: how to become an authority in your niche, how to find the content, and also the best time to put these links onto your PBNs to get the best results. So the first part is very important. It's all important. They're all going to sort of tie together, and hopefully the first and the second will come together, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in a little while. But how to become an authority is actually a lot easier than you think. And the most important thing to remember is, you know, you've got the keep it super simple thing that everyone uses and talks about. Over here, it's almost the same. It's keep it super real, right? Just as real as possible. So what does that mean? You know, you have to have, I guess, you know, the best way possible is to just be real about everything that you're doing on social media and in your marketing. So engage with people. That a real person engages with people. You know, first of all, just to blank out what you guys shouldn't be doing or what doesn't get engagement, is opening up a Facebook group or a fan page and just posting content and hoping that, you know, it's going to stick. You know, posting stuff to your non-existent timeline on a, you know, either your own Facebook account or on a client's Facebook account or on a new Facebook account that you just opened up. I'm going to show you a profile that took me about a month to build to a massive authority towards the end. It's got about 5,000 fans. It's in the bodybuilding niche, and I'm just going to show you exactly how all of this works towards the end. So stick with me on this. It really, really works, because up until now, there isn't really a way for you to go in and dominate that many niches, or even more than one niche, because you can only deal with one Facebook account at a time. So right now, I'm sure everyone's got one Facebook account that's theirs. I see a lot of local marketers, affiliate marketers. Affiliate marketers, I know you're doing a lot more with other Facebook pages, probably not doing much with your own, and this is really for you as well. And then those who are doing your own consulting services, if you're doing local marketing and you want to get your own reach out there, this is also for you, right? So to engage and have interactions and conversations with people, you need to go out and find people that are related to your niche. And you've probably heard this before, but the reason why you've heard this is because it's the way to do it. You think about your own Facebook page. You know, when you're talking with friends, you're posting stuff on your own page, and people engage with you. You see your friend posting something and you either agree or disagree with what they posted. You're going to go and comment. That's an engagement. That's an interaction. That's a conversation, right? So if you're engaging and interacting with people that are in your niche, fan pages that are in your niche, groups that are in your niche, finding forums and blogs that are in your niche, they sound like sort of old methods, but these are methods that work, and the oldest methods sometimes are the best methods. And when you're when you're that real voice in social media, as opposed to, you know, a fake profile that so many people are used to, when you get out there and you engage and you have a conversation and you answer people and you comment on, I mean, I've had these, I mean, there are fan pages that you can just get into conversations with related to your niche. There's so many of them, and all you need to do is go out there, find a comment and discuss something. Find a post in a group and discuss it. Find a fan page and just, you know, find a comment thread that's got a lot going on and just get involved in the conversation. I mean, you can't, the truth is, you can't be an authority without the right kind of content to discuss either, right? So it's going to make even more sense, I guess, when I talk about the content. But I want to just drive home how important it is to literally just be super real on social media. And I'm going to stick with Facebook for now because it's the biggest. It works across Google+. It's all the same methods. You know, you just get out there, find the people that you want to engage with and talk with and, you know, sell your stuff to, and just get in front of them. That's all you really need to do. It really is that easy. Okay, so
it is.
The
and
other problem that you might have is, what are you going to share a lot of times? So, you know, finding content to share is probably it's easy, but it's also, you need to know what you're focusing on. What is the content for? Are you going to be using this content to just to get backlinks, or are you going to be using this content, you know, to drive traffic? And you need to identify first what the purpose of this content is.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
You know, for SEO, for example, if you're going to be doing SEO and you want to be driving, I mean, it's all the same, but if you're going to want to be driving backlinks to a site, you need to know who you're going to be writing this article for. A big mistake that people make, and I find this to be one of the biggest mistakes, is that when you write content, you're writing content only for one person. You're writing content just literally for the person who is going to be your prospect. So if you're writing content only for your prospect, right, then what you're probably going to get is a lot of shares, or you'll get a share and a like and a tweet. But generally, if you're in local marketing and you're targeting doctors, dentists, lawyers, whoever, and your customers are either a doctor or a dentist, and you're trying to write articles and content for these, you know, customers, these potential customers, what you're not going to get is, you're not going to be getting, these people don't have blogs, right? They don't have websites. I mean, how many customers how many dental customers have got websites that are going to be able to just be like, oh wow, yeah, that's awesome, let me share it on my blog about that I go to the dentist? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You know, so the biggest problem that I see with content is who are you writing it for? What's the purpose of it? And who are you trying to attract, right? So there's, I guess, ways to get in front of, I guess I could use an example, the classic example, dog training, right? So just to bring it down is, let's say, you know, you're in the dog training niche and your site is only about dog training techniques. So you're teaching people, you have an ebook on how to train dogs, right? So you write an epic post on crate training, and you have that crate training post, which will be a link to, you know, the top 20 places to get crates, or whatever it's going to be. I mean, I didn't even know if that's such a thing, but for example, you know, the person who's selling these crates, I mean, is that even a thing, crate training? They have crates, they actually sell crates. I think that's what it is. I might be way off, but whatever it is, it could work. It's a related niche. So if this guy, who is an owner of a website that sells crates, sees this link and he is one of those top 20 places to get crates, don't you think that that person is highly likely to go ahead and share that content with you? I mean, not share that content with you, share that content with its users, right? So not only is it going to make him look good, it's going to help his users, and you're going to get a backlink from a very relevant place. So that's really what I mean, where who are you writing your content for? Are you guys with me? I know I'm going a little bit fast here. Am I making sense? Everyone with me?
To me, what you're trying to say is that you write, each piece of content is for that end user. So if you're looking for somebody to try and link to you in some way. You need to be writing content for people that are kind of in the blogosphere, so they can actually create a backlink, which is the backlink that you want. Compared to whether you're trying to actually sell something, which is a landing page and loads of sales copy and, you know, buy my product because it's the best shit in the world, right? That's a completely different piece of content. So I think everybody gets that.
Excellent. Okay, cool. So, you know, when we're writing content for the people who are going to be linking to us, then you have a much higher chance of stuff getting linked to. So the other kind of content is to just purely to drive traffic. So you want to, you know, get content that's going to be highly shareable. The chances that it's going to be shared is going to be very high. You know, the best way to go about this is, again, going back to Facebook, finding fan pages and groups that are related to your niche, seeing what people are already sharing, seeing what people are already using in their marketing, seeing the kind of comments that people are getting, and just really understanding what is going on in that market. I mean, the best way to do that is really back to number one, keeping it super real, getting involved into in these groups, in these fan pages, seeing what conversations are happening within the comments, and understanding a lot more about the niche in the market. And they tell you a lot of things in these comments and groups that you would never have thought of.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many times I've seen a great image that got shared, and I saw a couple of comments, and I thought, hey, you know, if I could just take that comment, and that's exactly how I started putting together these ideas. If I could take that comment that that person's had in the Facebook comment and add it to that picture and write a whole blog post about it surrounding this concept, whatever it might be, the thing that's getting discussed in that thread, then, you know, you've got a much more relevant article. You've got something that you know people are passionate about, you know people are talking about. And when you go ahead and share that in other groups, in places like Reddit, different social networks, I mean, Pinterest, Reddit is one of my favorite places. Between sharing your stuff on Reddit and Facebook in the right places, those are the, I guess, in the most relevant places, the best places to just generate organic traffic, which helps people come to your site organically from social media, which is exactly what Google want to see. And that sort of leads us on to the next element here. I know there's really so much to come.
Simon, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah.
Can I just mention the one extra thing, and one with what you were talking about just then? I've actually made my clients do a lot of going out there to respective Facebook posts, Facebook groups, Facebook pages, forums, to go and find like the biggest problems that their potential customers are actually facing that they didn't know that their customers were facing. And that has actually got lots of my clients a lot more customers, because they've now managed to say, well, we can fix that easily. We didn't even know that was an issue, right? And so, you know, straight away they're getting in front of people that they didn't even know that they, you know, like a whole new client base, if you know what I mean, for their actual products that they sell. So what you're talking about is actually great for figuring out the different kind of nuances that people have, or problems, should I say, that your clients or your, you know, even if you're affiliate marketing, it's all about trying to find all of those problems that you can fix. And what you've just mentioned is exactly the right way to go about doing it.
Sorry, and list, you know, list articles do really well as well for ironing out those problems. I don't know what it is about list articles, but you see it around. A lot of people have spoken about it, and it's just something about lists. Maybe they know that they're going to get information. They can only read one thing from the list. I don't know what it is, but some lists as well. So, you know, so when you're in these social media pockets, you know, of all, you know, people talking about your niche and things in there, that's a great thing to do, is see exactly what's going on in there, what they're speaking about, and then you can even use those ideas to create a blog post, and then share that blog post within that conversation and be like, you know, this is a blog post that we just had done earlier on, and it's exactly, it's exactly what's being discussed here. I'd love to hear what what your thoughts are. I mean, it's always a lot better to post as someone else, right? Because that is what the essence of Facebook is. The essence of Facebook and social media is really, it's one huge curation pot. You know, everyone's just curating everyone's content. It's just like, you know, curation heaven. You know, everyone's repurposing different articles. Everyone's sharing different, you know, things that aren't theirs. It's just, you know, it's sort of like an extension of Google, of the internet. I mean, that's what the internet's based on, is sharing, you know, and linking out and backlinks. And that's why backlinks are, you know, the most important ranking factor still today, because, you know, stuff gets shared. There's got to be a backlink involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you share from social media and you share content that has got a much higher likelihood to be accepted, then you spend time crafting the right kind of content. So you know, when you're writing an article based on a conversation you have just seen in social media, you know that that article is going to do well, right? If you go ahead and craft a post based on a video that you've just seen go viral in your niche, or not necessarily viral. I mean, if you're doing local marketing and, you know, things aren't going to go viral, you know, even on affiliate marketing, things don't go viral, you know, but if you have a blog post with, you know, 10, 5, 6,000 likes, 150 likes compared to, you know, 0, you know, you at least know what is going to be used, what's going to be the most popular. So you have a much higher chance by hanging out in social media and looking at where the best content is and what's getting shared the most, by just sort of jumping onto that bandwagon and just doing that. That way you have a much smaller chance, a much lower chance that things are not gonna pick, that things won't take off. So I guess from a content point of view, those are the two things you should be asking yourself, right? Who's the content for and what's the purpose of the content? You know, am I just building backlinks? Then I need to focus on, you know, who's my audience, who's got the blogs. Go into Google, do a couple of searches, you know, act like a prospect, find a few different blogs of related LSI keywords. You know, you don't want to just, if you want to rank for dog training, you know, you don't want to go and do searches in Google for dog training. You want to go and do searches and find related things that you're going to not be dealing directly with competitors, right? So you want to find the sort of the sub-categories that are totally related to your niche but are not your niche, and you can sort of feed off of each other, and you can share their content, they can share your content. That is the easiest way to go about it. Just go searching through Google and looking for different LSI terms and finding different blogs, getting a whole list of what the blogs are talking about, you know, putting lists of blogs together, you know, and then sending them back out to, you know, the places, you know, I'm putting together an article right now. We've got this epic post that we're putting together on vaping, and it is going to be talking about the best brands that work with our e-juice, right? So our e-juice, for example, is this and that, and we've now interviewed a whole bunch of, you know, brands, and these guys are going to be, you know, and these guys who we're talking about, the best flavors that are going to work with ours, are going to be much more likely, you know, to go ahead and link to us because we're talking about them. We've reviewed their product, you know, and that product is going to be going onto our site. Their link's going onto our site as a perfect combination to complement this, you know, and you can do that in any niche. You know, this is the perfect complement to our product, and these are people that, you know, you can then go ahead and send them a link even and say, hey, listen, I just did this blog post and spoke about you. I think, you know, I thought maybe you'd want to see this, and then very, very high chances that this guy's going to go ahead and share it on his social media, share it on his Twitter, and then go ahead and even link to it in one of his future blog posts. So you're getting really relevant content, really relevant backlinks. And these are the kind of backlinks that you really need to rank for really hard competitive keywords. So it's a lot harder to do this with affiliate marketing. That's for sure. Content marketing, local marketing, affiliate marketing, as we all know, is a little bit harder. And that's why you really do have to have powerful PBNs that you're going to be, you know, connecting this whole strategy with, because you can do outreach and you can write the content for the right people and you can build yourself up as an authority. But in the end of the day, in the affiliate market, the affiliate space, is very, very cutthroat, and you're not going to get other affiliates linking to other affiliates. It's just not going to happen. You might be able to find, you know, I'm sure there are. I mean, I found different verticals in bodybuilding people that I can get them to link to, and they have, but they're very far and few
few and far between.
So, yeah, few and far between. So you do need to get that little bit of PBN, personal PBN, going on there. So the perfect time, I guess, the perfect time really. This is probably the perfect time to link to, after we've spoken about all of the content and what kind of stuff we're going to be writing them for, driving backlinks to driving traffic. So, you know, what is the perfect time to add your PBN links? So, you know, anytime really, as random as possible, if you're not driving traffic regularly. But really and truly, you should be driving traffic regularly, because it does a whole bunch for you, right? And let me explain exactly what that means. So the funnel that Google needs to see around your links is basically traffic, right? So that's when it all not only makes sense for Google, but they really do need to see it, you know? So for example, you've gotten a great article that you've put together, or chances are it's probably going to be an image or a video that you found on Facebook, and you've reposted it in another fan page, or you've reposted it on Reddit, on your blog. So you've curated it, and it's sitting on your blog. You've curated this hot article, this hot video that you found on Facebook that had millions of views, and you've now shared that. Now you've shared that, and what this is that you're sharing is not your money site. This is a tier 1 website, a site that is curating your content, right? So we're talking about already a backlink, because it's let's say a WordPress blog. That's what I like to use as well as examples a lot, because it shows all the stats. I don't have one to hand, but I showed some great stats yesterday, and it's awesome what you can do. So the way that it works is that you have a WordPress blog that you've gone ahead and put some curated content on. It can be your money site. I know I'm getting a little bit confusing here, but with SEO you do need to have tiers of backlinks as well. That helps, right? So, and we also want to keep things safe, so it helps to have a nice, clean, tier 1 Web 2.0 site that you're linking to, that you've curated, right? And the reason why it's good to curate your money sites on these websites, these Web 2.0s, is because if you curate the right way, where you're using lists and you're just sort of convincing people to click the link because you've got a really good article, then you're going to drive a lot of people to your site from there, right? And at that moment, when people are clicking on your site from either the WordPress.com site, from the Reddit site that you just sent a link to it, and it's driving traffic from a blog post, from a fan page, from a group post, wherever it is that you posted and it's driving traffic, as soon as that traffic starts to come, that's what Google needs to see. They want to start seeing backlinks happening. As soon as that traffic starts to come from Facebook and wherever else it's coming from, that's when you hit your PBNs with your money site. Because at that point, it's going to seem strange to Google if there are no links coming to it. Because if there are no links coming to it, then Google's just going to think, okay, great, so it's got a lot of social traffic, but people aren't linking to it, and that means it's probably not very good content. So that is the perfect time really to add your PBN links, is drive, and this is the essence of real SEO, is getting into social media, you know, driving real traffic, and then using a little, and okay, getting real organic backlinks is the best. If you've got your whole content strategy perfect and you're writing, you know, to the right people and your content is that good, then you're going to get real organic backlinks. But if it's not, and you need to fake it a little bit, and you've got affiliate products that you're not going to get real organic backlinks from, that's what you want to do. You want to create a blog, a WordPress.com blog, a Blogger blog. You want to curate your money article, and you want to have a good list article, that top 10 ways to save money on your next holiday, and you have a little intro, and then it's in block quote, curated, read the rest of the article here. That's going to get a lot of links, a lot of clicks. About 50% clicks you can expect. So I had an example that I showed yesterday to Brian, which was it drove 2,500 visitors overnight from Facebook and Reddit, and it was about 1,200 or 1,300 clicks.
13 or 1,400, yeah.
Yeah, and that was off of a curated WordPress.com blog. right? So we've got like the nice safety net there of WordPress.com, plus we've got all of this traffic is actually going to the WordPress.com site. So that's already getting authority, and Google's loving that, and that's real, and it's what you're supposed to be doing. And then off of the WordPress.com site, you've got real crowdsourcing happening, or whatever you want to call it, real dwell time, real CTR, real users coming to a site and going and reading and looking and scrolling and clicking, right? And that, at that moment, when you've got all that going on, is when Google's going to expect people to have blogs and think this content is so awesome, I need to link to it. And that is the point that you just you drop your PBNs. I mean, you could, depend on the amount of traffic you're getting, you could drop 4, 5, 6, 10 PBNs if you've got a huge amount of traffic coming, right? And you'll see a massive boost. So that is the perfect time. Does that make sense, everyone?
It does. I think it's, you know, you've got two sides of that. You've got Google is expecting to see backlinks, but it's also, because Google are expecting it, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? You've got the expectation, but it also means that your links are protected because your links have been made from your PBNs when Google was expecting that link to be made. Yes, you've got the expectation, but you've also got the protection to protect your PBNs. So you've got that double whammy there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Something I was going to say, I forgot.
We're having quite a few people. Go on, mate. You're right. I'm just we're having loads of people joining, like halfway through the webby, which
I can see. I saw a few other people come on all of a sudden there.
Yeah.
So right. Okay. So I guess the easiest, I mean, bringing it all together.
Yeah.
It's just back to the original thing is you've got to use your social media sites for exactly what they're made for, and that is exactly to drive traffic and to hopefully drive sales at the same time. So, you know, keep it real, and, you know, make sure that you're engaging and you're interacting and you're having conversations, or even teaching, training, or just giving things away. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you're doing that, right? Because, you know, you can't do that when you're just opening up a Facebook account and then just connecting it to some service and just posting to the timeline. You're not going to get, you're going to get zero benefit out of that, right? You need to get into the network, and also by getting in and interacting and bringing friend, and, you know, if people start to friend you, these accounts, they become authoritative pretty quickly. I mean, it's pretty amazing once you start to actually go and use Facebook accounts for what they're made for, what they're intended, which is to, you know, communicate with people. You'll find how it's pretty amazing how quickly sometimes, you know, things pick up. Like there was one profile. I mean, there's one profile that I was using these methods on, these strategies. I would go and find a comment on a really popular fan page. In the bodybuilding one, I would find bodybuilding.com is one of the most popular fan pages, and I would comment, but then I would comment with an image, and we've all done that, right? That's just being real. People comment with an image and they make a little funny joke based on the original title, and it just got so many likes, and it was at that point that it just, all of these people just started to friend this profile. And then, you know, you're getting 100, 200, and then before you know it, I had literally 500 people friending this profile overnight, until it had 5,000.
Yeah,
right?
it's up at its maximum now, right? It's up at its maximum of 5,000 that profiles are allowed.
Yeah, it's teetering between 4,980 and 5,000. You know, for the last who knows how long, couple of months, everything I post on it gets, you know, between, you know, 20 and 500 likes, you know, 50 shares, 60 shares. It's just crazy.
It is, yeah.
It's like a real authority, and you would never ever get that unless you are using your sites for real, right? And just getting in there and having conversations. So that's the best way to do it. I just want to, you know, make sure that everyone understands that when you open up a Facebook account and you just, you know, profile it, and then post to your timeline, it does nothing. Right? It's not really going to do. It's not going to do anything for you. It's just a waste of time. Total waste of time. It's just you're kidding yourself. If you're doing that already, you might as well do it right and just pretend like it's a real profile, like it's you, and do exactly what you would do. Right? That's all we're doing here. We're just being real, right?
Yeah. Or do whatever that persona you've set up. If it's a weightlifter and all that, do what they would do. Because lots of people, they would be taking photos of themselves with their shirts off, and my friend and your friend Chris Winters, I'm starting to believe that guy does not own a shirt, because every photo that he's sharing on Facebook is there with his shirt off, right? But that's what he's into now. He's all into his health and he's keeping fit and all of that, and so think about get into that persona, so to speak. I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. So do you want to show these guys how it is that you manage to do all of this?
Yeah. Okay. So probably thinking, well, okay, each time you got to log into a Facebook account, each time you got to log into a Twitter account, it's like the bane of your life.
The royal ball ache. I call it the royal ball ache. Yeah.
Huh?
I call it the royal ball ache.
Yeah, exactly. You got to clear your cache, clear your cookies, get rid of everything. CC cleaner, find your proxies, open up your Excel spreadsheet with all of your accounts and your PBNs and your whatever's in there, and then find the login details for your Facebook site. So basically, I've got this tool that I have created to allow me and my team to just go in and dominate no matter what. And some of you may have heard of it. It's called BrowSEO, and it literally is a, let me open up a demo account. Okay. So just to explain what this is over here is each thing on the left-hand side here is a persona, and it's sitting on a unique proxy, IP address, unique cookie system, cache system for each persona, so that you could, like in Firefox or Chrome, you can't log into 2 Facebooks at the same time. So this basically fixes that. You don't have any worries or any issues with logging into any of the same sites at the same time, because what we do here is we take all of the cookies. Oh, I'm going to just minimize this because I can't see what's going on my screen here. How do I move this? Just a minute.
That one of those big, massive Tumblr images, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but I'm just trying to move that away so I can see. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay. So basically, this tool allows you to log into an unlimited amount of profiles and use it to interact and engage, so that you don't actually need to worry about any of the boring admin crap. Basically, you don't have to ever worry about passwords, logins, IP addresses, profiles. You can have as many as you want connected to each profile, and it just saves all of your information, IP address, cookies, email, date of birth. It connects directly to the PBN poster here as well, so that it's all synced up together in Publish Hub, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll do a quick little demo through everything.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
But the main thing to understand about this is each one of these. So I'll open up another Who Air here, and it's just going to show you the IP address. So here is, okay, so I've got Java something. Okay, 60%, so I haven't changed it. We've got the settings here that allows you to actually sync your system time, which is pretty cool. I love it. To get 100%. So I'm not going to actually do that. I'm going to apply it and show you with.
That was just so everybody knows. That was the
70%. You see.
Sorry, mate. Let me just
over here. It's not 100% because I didn't do the system time. I just wanted to show that if you have everything, like here, you get 100% anonymity, so that we've disabled things like WebRTC and ActiveX, JavaScript, and Java. You have full control over that. So if you're doing local marketing, citations, whatever it is that you're doing, it's perfect for all of that. There's absolutely zero IP leakage. It's totally custom Chromium build, and we've also got custom Firefox build in there that we are releasing very soon with iMacros capability. So massive differences, because I've found that I have nearly 1,000 profiles in here for all the different niches. I find it's really hard to, be 100% active with all of my tier ones as I need to be. So let me show you actually the authority that I created here. So here is, and it's bodybuilding, right? So, and it's a female, so it's going to be, obviously everyone knows what, muscles or body and online and females mean. It just means click. But I've also got things on here that aren't just that, so I'm just going to show you how the engagement works as well, where hold on, I think I've got a problem with this proxy. Hold on a second. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay. Proxy is not liking Facebook, or Facebook's not liking the proxy. Just a minute, should be loading. Okay, there it is. Okay, so here she is, Jenny.
Hello, Jenny.
And I've actually had to disable. The comments, because look at the comments. Look at this. Hold on. It's just, people are sick out there, man. It's like, what's wrong with people? I don't get it. So once that loads, you'll see, like, look, 99 over 99. Look at all these comments, right? This is a real profile, okay? I've even had, like, bodybuilding people contact me. They want to, they want me to be like one of their sponsors, right? I'm like, I like, it's like a fake persona. What do you want from me? I can't do anything. I'd love to, but that's not me. Okay, so I've got 267 followers. I myself don't have that.
Me neither.
Here's the friends, 4,962 friends. Okay, and here is here's a post. This is one of the sites that I've got here. So this is driving traffic and likes to a brand new site here. 17 others, right? 17, 18, 19 likes, a couple of comments, and that's linking to one of my money sites, and it's just a quote, right? So it's not, and I'll show you what, when you share with these guys, like females and skin, it's just crazy, right? So here's a female one, 64 shares. Another quote didn't do so well. People were like, okay, whatever. This one was okay, 10 shares. This one is a good one, 14 shares. Also, just proper bodybuilding. You can see it's bodybuilding related stuff. If you posted this on your Facebook, you're not going to get 47 likes, guarantee it, right? You're not. Who's going to like this Two Great Friends Forever on my fan page? If I posted this and I got more than 3 likes on my fan page, I would be like shocked, right? Yeah. The point is, this is focused. These are targeted friends. These are bodybuilders. These are people who want to see what I'm posting because I targeted them in the right way using BrwSEO. So here's one. This one got like 300 likes. 307 likes. Oh, let me show you something. This you'll like. Look how many likes the profile picture got, okay? This was freaking me out when it was happening. I'd never seen anything like this before. It was like 300 last time I checked. Look, 453 people.
That's just madness, isn't it?
I've got 453 people that like this profile picture. Tell me I'm not going to get engagement out of this profile. Yeah. It's just insane. It's insane. So, and I've connected this to a fan page, and they're feeding off of it beautifully. And I haven't posted anything for a few days, so, or even this whole week, I don't think. So it's probably not going to have so much reach, but it's got, every time I do post within, I mean, it gets a great, it just gets great results. It's got great engagement, and I haven't really even, I don't think I wish I was focusing more on it, but look, 4 likes, 1,700 likes, these are real likes, and 175 people reached, likes. See, this one only got 49 likes on here, right? And then I shared it onto my page and it got 300 likes. Nice. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to explain how important it is for an individual to be an authority, because we all know that Facebook have literally just cut the engagement of fan pages. I mean, there's still engagement. You can still get it. It's just nowhere near as high as your real Facebook page, right? So that's why the same image in the fan page only got like 20 likes, but the one over here got like 300. So the reason for that is because you're not limited like you're limited on the fan pages. So it's very important. And also, when you're engaging, you can't engage in a group as a fan page. You must engage in a group as a person. So, you know, fan pages, they're good for being open about certain things and marketing, but because it's known that the fan pages are for marketing, Facebook don't want you to be doing so much free marketing. But your personal personas are not going to really, you know, get flagged as marketing personas because they're just personas. They're people, right? So you have a much higher reach, and you can do a lot more with a real person on Facebook than you can with a fan page, right? So that's it, right? That's the essence of it, right? It's just going out there and building these up and making, you know, interactions, and then you just close it back down. I think you probably noticed that when I opened this up, I didn't have to log in, right? So there's no logging in needed if you're interacting regularly. You just open up your persona and you're there. All the content, everything, I mean, not the content, all of the cache and the cookies, everything that you need is there for you to auto log in. So the reason why we did this, is to explain, is because first of all, it was just a pain having to delete your cookies and cache. Number two, it's a bit of an issue with these websites when there's no cookies and cache, because they see you as like, okay, so you're a new person and now you're always logging in with no history, with no identifiers. Your cookies, your cache, your history, all of this stuff is your identifier. This is what helps Facebook and Google Plus and Reddit and all these other sites identify you as a person, is the cookies that they put on your site. That's why you have all these privacy policies, right? So what we've done here is we've taken all of these things that they have, the privacy issues, and the let's, you know, make sure that we know exactly who you are the whole time, and we've harnessed the power of that and are just using it to our benefit in BrowSEO by just saving it and using it and saying, hey, here's your cookies, here's your cache, log me in, leave me alone, let me get on with my marketing, let me get on with my SEO, let me get on with my social media marketing. Don't bother me with this nonsense of having to deal with, you know, stupid spreadsheets, Excel sheets, you know, logging in, issues, deleted accounts. It just doesn't really happen in BrowSEO if you're, you know, as long as you're not being stupid and you're not using really, really bad proxies, then you're going to be okay. You just get auto logged in the whole time. So there's a lot of modules up here. This here is the custom browser, which is Chromium, a custom Chromium build. So if anyone would want to look at what kind of a browser the site's on, it's just going to come up as the latest, most up-to-date Chrome. And then this is the Firefox browser, and that is where all the macros is going to happen in Firefox. So that's where the automation for version 3.0 that's coming out imminently is going to be. The Prospector is another awesome place where you can go and find places to have interactions, content, comments, conversations. You've got your keywords here. I'm doing bodybuilding, and I want to find either comment, love, do follow. You see how I added the keyword to that? So we've got all these predefined footprints that you don't even need to worry about. They're all there. Click the button, type in your keyword, do search, and then you come with all of your results here. Okay, so that's it. Only 2 for bodybuilding, live fire. Great. Okay, so that's how that works, and you can do that for forum. We've got all these forum footprints, guest posts, blogs, and King content. This is an add-on, and I'm thinking about including it for you guys on this webinar. We'll see it a little bit towards the end, but if I'm going to demo it, I should. But what this is going to work is the same way, and this connects into an API, and my cousin actually works over there, got me a great deal, and I give you access to their API, which would normally cost you $50 a month for the smallest plan, and normally it's $20 a month, but we'll talk about that towards the end. But what this does is it goes out and it finds forums, blogs, discussions, news sites where you can go and jump into conversations that are happening right now, this second, okay, or this week, or today, right? So here, Cosmopolitan is probably, and what it does is it pulls the stuff that has been popular, that's got shares. So here, these 10 moms are proving you can be super fit through your whole pregnancy.
Awesome.
Okay, so this would be a good place to, get involved into a conversation. Look, you've only got 2 comments. You can even comment as Pinterest here. That's pretty cool. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry, I thought that was. But anyway, this is a current conversation. Look, join the conversation. That's what you want to be doing. You want to be joining lots of conversations, and this just helps you find all these different conversations in different forums, different blogs, different sites, different forums, crock pot kitchen, forum bodybuilding, and it shows you threads that are happening right now, this week, this current week, or today, right? So you've got here this thread here. This started on the 4th of the 11th, and it's now the 4th of the 14th, and it basically means that you can just jump into a conversation. It's happening right now. You don't need to go and find forums. You don't need to go and find things that are current. I mean, there is the possibility in the prospector to go and find current from now, but it's good for things that are only connected to Google and indexed in Google, and it's not necessarily on the social web, right? So this King Content add-on, you can check it out. It's called webhose.io. That's the place. It's actually an Israeli company. They scrape the entire social web, and this is a database of everything happening on the social web with the most popular conversations, forums, and everything, and I love it. It's awesome for driving traffic and backlinks. It's exactly what you need. You need to be jumping into current conversations and dropping your links, and that's what this helps you do really, really easily. So yeah, and it works for whatever, any content. You put a keyword in and goes ahead and finds, you can hone in just blogs, just discussions. I want to find just forums. Let's change the keyword and type in muscle and search, and clear that, and let's search. And you can also export the results. So here it's showing you another forum here that you would have never found, right? Another conversation to jump into right now. Yahoo answers that are happening now, Reddit conversations that are happening now, blogs, conversation discussions. These are all discussions happening now. Forums, Craigslist. Well, it's got everything. If there's a conversation, the keyword is in there, and it's getting. Huh?
I said that is absolutely mad.
Yeah. So it's literally, it's totally different. It's not like Google at all. It's just based on shares and likes and traffic and conversations. So it's awesome for everything that we've discussed. I mean, just stick a keyword in and you've got the places to go. You don't even need to spend that much time fishing through Facebook and stuff. But I mean, you want to do it all, really.
And
this
Simon,
just makes it easy for everyone.
Simon.
Yeah.
So I'm right in thinking that right now you're under the tab there at the top of Jenny Meansane, right?
My insane, yeah.
So all of this prospector stuff that you've just been doing, you can then go in, and if it says, to join the conversation with your Facebook or Google Plus or whatever, you can just click on it, and you will be commenting as Jenny.
That's right, exactly.
You're within,
and it will be like that with anything that you open.
Oh man, it's just absolutely mental. The power of it is just insane. It really is.
Yeah. So it's literally we've taken away all of literally all of the pain of doing any of this and just made it easy. Then we've got, the good old-fashioned RSS reader, and you just add your RSS feeds and you can share, you can view it in the browser, curate it. Curate it will send this straight to Publish Hub, and then you can just immediately post it to wherever you want to post it, like that. See, if you want to just curate it to another Web 2.0 that Publish Hub doesn't support, you can do right-click curate, and what that does is it copies and pastes everything that it would have sent to the Publish Hub in HTML, so that you can go into any Web 2.0 site and just paste that HTML, and you'll have this exact result in exactly the same format. And if you look at the HTML, you'll see that it's already with block quotes. It comes with block quotes and everything in there. All you need to do is, add a little conversation, a little sentence in the front, in the top, a little sentence in the back. Excuse me. And then you've got your piece of curated content, and that's awesome for just populating your PBNs or money sites. Totally up to you. So absolutely unlimited curation possibilities we have as well. So we have that actually in the browser as well. So if you wanted to have a look, let's see this. Where was it? Let's see what that was. In browser. So if you wanted to curate something a little bit more, let's say you wanted to curate this and that. Here you go. Oops, what's that? Nope, don't want the extension. Got our own extensions, thank you very much. And right-click curate. So, and you can take this now into any I'm just going to use this editor for an example, and you can just paste that into any editor, and you have that already there with the block quotes and everything. You can just edit out the little things that you don't want in there, and you've got basically this curated article where it is with the block quotes already in it, ready for you to just add your take, add your say, whatever it is you're going to want to do. So you can literally right-click, highlight, copy, do curate, and then that basically copies. It's curation paste, is in case you didn't work it out. So it's basically pasting a curated version of that onto your clipboard with all of the content that's needed, like this, the link back to the article, and the block quotes. So that's all you need to do to get that. Hope that makes sense.
Yep.
Then you can share. And this is the same thing for if you're in any of these personas, you could just share it, and it'll share to your Facebook that you're in right now, and it'll just open up. And you can just post to Facebook, and now that's posted. You see, there's my little, there's the icon. There she is.
Look at that.
Go into Facebook, and that would now be posted over there into this persona. So you set up your RSS feeds, you can put your money sites, and just share, curate directly from, and because we're using no systems except for the actual real websites, you're not getting any footprints, you're just posting like a real person, you're not getting any app that's posting it for you, it's just you posting it for real, that's it. There's nothing to make, no telltale signs, no apps that were created to do this, it's just click, you're logged in, go to your RSS, go wherever it is, share. You can also share directly from the browser if you're just reading something and you want to quickly share to any of these pages, Facebook, Google, Dig, Pinterest, Reddit, Tumblr, Twitter, Stumble, WordPress, straight from here as well, just another way to share as well, so you don't have to always be in the RSS reader. Then Publish Hub, which is basically my I love this. We've just renamed this Publish Hub, and this allows you to post to an unlimited amount of WordPress.com sites, WordPress self-hosted, and Drupal. And we're going to be releasing in version 3.0 many more platforms. So sites like LiveJournal and blog.com, Metablog, all of many other platforms that you can use to integrate this PBN poster to as well. So it's not just going to be WordPress.com, WordPress, and Drupal, which is still awesome. I mean, it's the main sites, but we're going to be supporting a lot more of them. And then over here, yeah, you've got your dates, so you can publish it in the future and backdate it, categories, tags, featured image, and the excerpt, so full customization. You don't need to ever log into your money sites. It's not just the PBN poster. It's why we've now renamed it into Publish Hub, because it's literally your publishing hub. It's got everything that you need. You don't ever need to log back into your money sites. Just set it up once, set all your money sites up, set your PBNs up in here, and then just log in. And then you've got your PBN vault here, and then you've got the money vault there. And this would be demo sites that I've got here. So this would be a site that we've got that I made a few posts to this demo site here, and what we do is as long as you're adding the sites into your personas here, where when you open them up, like right here, WordPress, Vault PBN, Vault Money site, that gets added to here. And when it gets added to there, it means it all gets tracked. So you probably all know about the over-optimization penalty that is the most common, and this basically gets you away from that. So you never over-optimize your anchor text. So you right-click, get backlink history. We give you this quick overview of the backlinks, and then we have a detailed pie chart diagram that shows you exactly what anchor text, what the anchor text used, what site it was linking from, what site it's linking to, so that you know before you make a blog post exactly what anchor text we use, and then you just make sure to use an LSI, use a different anchor text, you know, use something different. You never want to be duplicating an anchor text even once, and that's basically the way you get, is the easiest way to get penalized with Google search, is over optimization penalties. That's the easiest way. So this is just taking that away. You know, no more Excel spreadsheets of all the different, I mean, that was an absolute nightmare for me. I don't even want to remember it. All the different Excel spreadsheets, having to maintain all the different PBNs and logins. It's just, I mean, there are other solutions for PBNs, like, I don't know, WP something or other, but they've all got footprints, they're all plugins, they all have little, you know, telltale signs that they've come from certain sites or that they've got a plugin connected. Unless you're really savvy and know how to hide the fact that you're even using WordPress, it's just not worth using any, you know, it's just not worth using a lot of those sort of plugins that connect all of your WordPress sites. It's just too easy to see and to get those footprints. So that's Publish Hub. There's probably one or two things I'm missing from here. Oh yeah, there's full spin text support, right? So if you've got full spin text support. So if you've got all your hold on a second, I should bring my PBNs and demos. So you've got all these PBN sites in here, and you can post to, you know, as many as you want at once. Just tick them, and then you come in here and you spin your categories, you spin your tags, you can even spin your images. Just use a whole folder, spin your excerpts, spin the content here. All totally spinnable, so whatever you want to do. And in the training we cover all the different ways. There's like 3 or 4 different ways to use the spin text. I'm not going to go into that now. I'm probably speaking too much about this already. But then just to quickly breeze through these last modules, this is an RSS masher. So it takes your RSS feeds and turns them into either one big RSS feed that you can use in your if this then that marketing, so that you have a live RSS feed with a whole, it's like Yahoo Pipes.
Yeah, so it's basically you replaced Yahoo Pipes, which disappeared last June or July, didn't it?
Yeah, so we've definitely, this does replace Yahoo Pipes. Just put all your RSS feeds, and it does that. That's the RSS mashup. And then we also create an RSS feed out of regular static HTML. So if you've just got regular pages that you want to use to submit and syndicate to RSS directories, then you just add the URLs in here, create, mash it, and it'll create a whole thing, and you've got them all here to allow you to just go and you know, edit them later on. So it's full, and this is what it looks like here, the actual RSS read, the actual RSS feed. Here you have the feeds down here, and this is what it looks like. So you can come in and edit them later. Total control over that. Right now, this is, I've got videos on this that go close to a half hour, 45 minutes, and there's still lots to cover. So all I'm going to say for now is this is search, where you go and you search for your fan pages, groups, events, places, photos, videos, anything on Facebook. You do a search, and you can save them. And what it does here is, like, I like doing that here. I'll do a quick search now for bodybuilding, and what happens is I've got 747 fan pages in here. So what happens is each time I do a search, it adds to them. Wow. And we just don't want to stress Facebook's API too much. We don't want to, you know, be pulling thousands, because we can, but we don't. We've got it at a max at the average, which is 500 pages at a time. Right. So when you do another search, it just adds to that. So that'll probably go up to nearly 1,000 or 850. It normally adds on like another 100 or so, because it does need to dedupe them. Could be that I need to refresh the token. But in any event, what this does is it searches. What it's doing there is it's searching the whole of Facebook for every page to do with bodybuilding. Oh, there it stopped. See, up to 900. See that?
Yeah.
So that's now got 900 fan pages, and you can double click that and have a quick look at what's going on here. We could right click, order the pages by likes, so we know which one's the most liked. Then likes are cute, but we want to know engagement, so we want to order by who's talking about. So that's really who we want to be focusing on. This guy here, he's been the top for a while now. He's got 151,000 people talking about him, and like 5 million likes, 85,000 people, 67,000 people talking, 53,000 people, 47,000 people. So these are places where you want to go in and find the best content and share that content. Use that content in your marketing. And what we do here is we right-click. First of all, we've got that, and it also appears if you want to do it. If you could just click on it once, and it appears here on the side. So that if you want to just have a quick overview of all of the different fan pages, you can do that. Right-click, and then these options here, basically dominate all selectively, allows you to send these pages to the dominator. So dominate all will literally mean it's just going to take all of these 900 pages and send them over to the dominator. Dominate all selectively means it's going to take out of these 900 pages here, it's going to filter the ones with only, let's say, 10,000 people talking about it. And look, we've got here 1, 2, whatever, 20 pages there filtered from 900 pages. We've got about 25 here that we've immediately filtered down to with over 10,000 people talking about it. So you want to send those to the dominator, and then when you're in the dominator here, we also right-click and you order the pages by likes. Again, order the pages by talking about. If it's a group, you can order the groups by privacy, so you know which ones are open, which ones are closed. You can double-click, and when you double-click, it brings up the page here, and it also brings up the page info on the right. And this is when we really start to find our content. So we're going to drill down and find all of the most popular content on this fan page. So these are all images, okay? So right-click, order by likes. So this is of the most recent images, so we're going to load all. I want you to just notice, see this bar. This is the bar. I think he's going to have probably more, I don't know if this, yeah, by the looks of talking about and likes, he should have loads more. So let's load all images. And it's initializing here the crawler. And again, this is all using Open Graph. So we're not just scraping Facebook. This is exactly what Open Graph is for. Totally within the guidelines of Facebook to be able to analyze data, analyze information. You just need to make sure that you're not just totally ripping other people's contents off, because that's just anyway not cool. And as long as you're attributing it and curating it properly, then that's always going to be fine. So okay, so there's not that many more images there, but these are the most popular ones. And then we break down the post as well. So these are the most popular videos, order by likes, okay, and then you can click on it and it'll come up here in the middle. And then the posts and the feed are normally the same, but sometimes the feed has got different content than the posts. Let's have a look. In this case, it seems to be similar or the same. Let's have just a quick look. Yeah, okay, so all right. So in the feed or in the post, whatever you're going to be doing, do both. We can right-click. So what this is doing is it's taking this entire fan page. Oops, hold on. Hang on a minute. Okay, it's taking this entire fan page, right-clicking, and we're ordering every single thing on this post by likes. And you will have here, boom, the most liked content, 15,000 likes. Click on that. It'll come up here. And look, and hold on a second. That's cool. Okay, so here is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So here's one of my profiles, and I've used it to get fake likes. Not fake likes. I've used my other profiles. Those are all me. Susanna, Brianna, Norma, whatever, all me, and that's somehow knocked her up to the top, and it's got the link in there. And this was done 4 or 5 days ago, and now this is at the top of this thread that's getting lots of shares and likes. So that is how also, that's what we were talking about before, how to get noticed, how to, make a comment, and then within a thread that's going viral, that is very popular, as long as you're just commenting and hanging out in these threads, you're just bound to generate traffic and interest. And if you're sharing stuff that's also got all of these likes and all of these shares, you have no choice but to drive traffic. You just need to go out and do it and just share it in the right places, and the traffic is there. Right? So these are in order of likes, and then order them by the most shared content, and this is the most shared content. See, now that's interesting, because that lends to what I was talking about before, social currency. PhD Jonah, can't remember his last name, talks about things that make stuff go viral, and this is something that was shared, not liked, right? So it's got a lot of likes, but it's got 26,000 shares. Now let me tell you, the reason why this has got so many shares, and it's what we want to aim for, because that's really what makes things also go viral and get shared, but also to get natural backlinks when people share stuff, is that the reason why this was shared is because this is making them look really good in front of their bodybuilding friends, in a nutshell. Right? They're sharing something, not just sharing a picture or an image or something cool. They're sharing something like this: quadriceps, rectus, whatever, femoris, stretching. Obviously, you've got to be a bodybuilder to really appreciate the before and after workouts. You know, don't forget good stretching. So every bodybuilder's like, yeah, I'm going to share that. People need to know about this. It's going to make me look cool, make me look good, make me look like, you know, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm going to help people out. So it's covering all of the bases. It's got all of that going on there. 8,500 shares. Pretty insightful stuff here. Just by digging through fan pages, spending a few, and it would have taken you a few hours probably to find this. You know, we can just drill down and then find the most commented stuff as well. And it's might be the same, but it's normally different. So there you have it. Look, people react differently to different content, and this is why we built this, to allow you to analyze your niche, your market, your content, what gets liked, what gets shared, what gets mostly commented, so you can really understand, you know, where the head of your target audience really is. And again, this just works on any fan page. So that is, in a nutshell, how to find the best content. And you can directly download here, so download image and download video. Just try and make sure that you're not getting anything too copyright, and you're not getting into any trouble, right? So generally most of these are fine, unless it says something. But then, you know, just attribute it and you're always going to be good.
Yeah.
I could talk a bit more about this, the post sorter, but I don't want to confuse people. This is going to be a little bit like the SEO module, where it's how I got that, all of those comments in there. I was able to just right click and then launch in project, you know, launch in project, and what this is going to do, okay, I'll leave it at that because we've probably got too many things going on the internet. So what this is doing here is this is opening up these profiles, these personas on different IPs. 23, I'm just looking if that's going to be one of the slow ones. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. Let me just try opening one of them. And what this does, this helps you engage. So if it wasn't a really super slow proxy, it would open up and show you the Facebook page that was opened up under that guy's already, under this persona, Alan Hunter, under Anthony Rhodes on that IP address, under Barry, whatever his name is, under that IP address, so that you can, instead of, we've just taken away a stage so that you don't have to open up all the tabs. You can just quickly right click and it'll open up in the browser. I've got a couple of dodgy proxies in there that require movement. So you saw when I was opening up this one, I had to jump them around and move them around, these proxies. I won't be using them anymore, but unfortunately there's no way to move and change pages in this module, so it will freeze, and the only reason it's doing that is the proxy. The proxy. So the SEO module is exactly the same thing, but it allows you to add links from anywhere so that you can engage. And I'm not going to right click and bore you again with that, because it's just, I know these proxies, I should have changed them before I got on. Sorry about that. I really should have changed them. I knew about that. And then Instio is not out yet. It's our Instagram app, which is awesome. I can't show it to you just yet because it's in Sandbox and it's not going to work with this persona, but it's going to do exactly the same thing as Facebook and BrwSEO. And we've got YouTube coming out and Pinterest coming out as well over the coming months in version 3.0. And a lot of this will then become automated, so that you're not going to need to do half of the clicking and the liking and the sharing, that you can automate a lot of these tasks in your main personas. Just open up a tab, click like, click automate, and then go and do your stuff in another tab. And that's how that's going to work in future in version 3.0. The indexer, straightforward. It's just indexes, backlink indexer, link indexer, crazy indexer. Click whichever ones you want. Click all of them. Paste your links in there. Click index, and we'll add other indexers in if enough people request it. And then the YouTube URL, quite simply, takes a YouTube URL and just spins that out to, like, I think 90 different variations, all the images, all the, all the different possible link variations, so that you can come back, stick that in the indexer, put that into the feed masher, right-click, add all of the variations into the feed masher, create a feed, come back, index it, do whatever you want with it. So those are all of the modules that we've got currently in BrowSEO, and it's just like, as you can hopefully see, it takes away all of the annoyances that we have to deal with on a regular basis, and just allows us to focus on, driving traffic, engaging, and, using social media sites for what they're for, driving traffic and engaging and hitting your target audience, and, all the other stuff that needs to happen that you can't do by just posting to your timeline. Yeah. I hope that makes sense.
And it's not just Facebook, it's everything out there. This BrowSEO can be used with every website on the internet, okay? But we've just used Facebook as this example purely because it's the best one to use as an example, but it's not just the only one. You've got a lot of stuff that you do with Tumblr, and you have loads of engagement with the Tumblr stuff, don't you? And something I just wanted to mention, because lots of people here have probably been on my list for quite some time. I've got some YouTube videos on my YouTube channel which are called traffic getting tips. So if you go and search my channel and look for traffic getting tips, and basically what I talk about in there is finding forums that are related to your industry or your niche and becoming the expert, answering people's questions, and then you can go and post your own stuff. And not only have people, I still get emails to this day of people saying, oh, that tip that you gave me, I'm ranking really well for it. I get loads of traffic from that forum, from the forums that I've used. And I think my videos were like from 2013, right? And I'm still getting people now thanking me, and that's just the forum bit. And you've got the forum bit and everything else nailed with BrowSEO. And that's just one example of forums giving the ranking boost if you do it correctly and be real. I think you mentioned be real. Did you also mention about
you know why a lot of why the forum bots are not working anymore? Because forums work so well in driving traffic, and they work so well when you're posting on relevant sites, that every single black hat created a tool that goes out and does this. I mean, I mean, you remember all of those tools that would just go out and find forums and auto post and auto post and auto post, and you were able to drive traffic and sales just from doing that, because people are in forums to engage about the exact subject that you are there to talk about and to sell, right? So you got to do it manually nowadays. You can't really get that forum engagement unless you're doing exactly what you just said there, just manually going in there, talking, engaging, driving traffic, getting backlinks. You can't use the spam bots anymore because they've totally cut down. I even find, unless I'm using clean proxies, half of these forums don't allow me to sign up. Yeah. They're tight. It's because they work.
Simon, did you mention the, using different Facebook profiles to help boost your main Facebook profile?
That's what I was, that's actually the one that that's what I was trying to do here, but because I've got these silly slow proxies, it wasn't allowing me to show. That's what this post sorter is all about, because when you're in the dominator, what you do here in Facebook is you go to the post sorter and you click add projects. And what that does is these will add all of your, this will pull up all of your projects that you have in BrowSEO. And you just, like here, these are the ones that I picked for this. So these will be my little groupies, or my little groupies I like to call them, where they follow me around Facebook, commenting and liking all of the stuff that I like. And they will go in here, and if you had clean proxies, not not clean. These are really clean proxies. It's why I like to use them, but they're slow as hell. And it just drives me crazy sometimes. I'm going to add a refresh button in here because all I need to do is refresh this a few times and it'll be fine. Unfortunately, I don't have the refresh or anything in there, so I can't show it. But all that would happen, I can't even, there's a few things in here I can't even open up if I wanted to. It's a problem. So
let me see if I've got it right. So basically what these do, because you showed me all this yesterday, so
yeah.
Tell me if I've grasped it correctly. When you've got a main profile, and we'll take Facebook as the example, right? So you've got a main, great Facebook guy that you want to build up and all that kind of stuff. Then underneath him, you've got his groupies that are all Facebook profiles. They all look real. They all look like they're interested in fitness, but they'll share a funny cat thing from time to time or whatever it is. But then when your main profile shares a post, whether it shares a post on its timeline or in a group, your groupies will then go, not all of them at once because that's a bit of a footprint, but you've got 10, 20, 30 groupies underneath them. 10 or 15 of those groupies will go and share it, go and like it, go and place a comment underneath it, which gives it that natural look, which then makes Facebook's algorithm actually kick off because they're going, actually, people are liking this. Let's show it to more of this person's friends, so on and so forth, and boom, you're then getting your natural organic reach within Facebook because Facebook thinks everybody wants to see it because your groupies have been doing the liking and sharing, so it helps give it that boost. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's for. That's this one. What I did with this one, this particular one here, it's a comment on the most popular page in this bodybuilding fan page, and Aura McFarlane. That's one of my personas, and all of the replies, that's also my persona, that's also Norma, Susanna, and Aura. These are all my personas, and that iconic curves is basically Jenny's site.
Yeah.
This one here, who's the big guru. There it is, iconic curves.
Yeah.
So there's the Arnold, see there's the Arnold, what do you call it? And then I took the personas that I had here in the Facebook BrwSEO module over there, because we've got it set up really easy from here. You just right click or here add to sorter. So when you're going through this stuff, you can see like, oh, I want to comment on there, but I want my comment to be at the top so that people like it and people, so you write add to sorter, and you just scroll through. I'm going to add that one to the sorter as well. I'm going to add that one to the sorter as well, and then I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to send all of these. I'm going to send these personas, those 3 links, and they're all going to end up here in the post sorter. And we refresh. And it will come up with the links at one point. Maybe have I done wrong here? Never seen that happen before, actually. That's great. I'm actually speechless. What's going on there? All right, so it might be a little bug because I've got a few updates here in this thing that we haven't sent out yet because we're waiting. We're waiting to finalize the API for our phone verification service. So I've got a few things in here, as you can see, SEO that you don't have, and a few other things in here that aren't 100%. So that's the only reason that's happening. I mean, it's never going to happen in your version. And anyway, whatever. So I'm actually, I don't know why that's happened, or I've never seen anything like that. It's never done that. It's just refreshed and deleted stuff. Okay, anyway, it's a bug that we've got there, no doubt. Let me try doing that one more time. Oh, hold on a second. So I've got this open, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I screwed something up. I had something left open. Okay, so I opened something up, and it's I guess a little bug. I had something open, and when it was open, adding projects, I added while the whole thing was open. I shouldn't have had. I had this thing open, looking for projects, and then I added while that was open. So it literally just had a brain fart and deleted my stuff. So I'm going to get that. We'll get that fixed. That won't happen ever again. But it's life. Sometimes you get a bug, and one thing that we're very good with is fixing these bugs instantly.
Yeah.
We're constantly bettering this software always. So, and I don't think this would happen anyway in the version that you have. I think it's just something to do with the build that I have with all these different modules and Firefox I have, and I have SEO.
Yeah, you just
some
got,
things that are
this is
cut
your
out, so
this is your development version, isn't it? It's got loads of stuff going on.
yeah, it's totally my
background,
development version, and I didn't. There could be one or two things that flake now and again on it, so that's why I have this version. But anyway, that's the idea. Is you right click, you send them all to that module. Same thing like this, the SEO module. This is exactly what it's like, but this is the SEO module, and you use that to build up the comments, build up the engagement, build up the likes, build up the comments. Because there aren't any tools out there. I don't think there are any services that allow you to go and upvote or like comments, are there? And it's quite important to like comments and to engage in comments, because that's what gets it to the top.
Yeah.
So it's great for that, and for all other sites as well. I mean, you can upvote things on Reddit, you can upvote things on Tumblr, on Pinterest, on any site basically. Yeah, so funny you asked who else can use it. I mentioned this before as a kind of a joke, but it's not, because my parents even use BrowSEO. It's literally for everyone, because they have always fighting over their email addresses and who can log into what, and I'm logged into your email address, you're logged into mine, so I've set them up with BrowSEO, and they've got two projects over here on the side, and one says mom, one says dad, and when they log into it, they've got all of their emails and their Gmails and their Facebook accounts all logged in, and then they have, so they have no problems anymore logging into accounts. So that's one of the main strengths over here. It just allows you to just not have any issues with all of the normal things that you come across when doing all of this stuff. So we tried to take care of all of that within BrowSEO.
Awesome.
I think I see some questions here. It's blinking the questions pane, and I know
I've got some questions that I've been jotting down as people have been asking.
Okay.
Lots of people are talking about how cool they think it is, and loads of people are saying that it's going to save them loads of time. I think there's a few people in here who are local marketers, because they've been asking about citations, and I think, well, basically the questions that have been asked all revolve around, can you use this for citations? And I'm going to answer this very quickly, and then I'll let you answer it, but the quick answer is yes. But if you just think about all the different citation sites that are out there that Google, so we're talking about local marketing now, right? Ranking in the 3 box. The 3 box? Are they calling it a 3 box? I can't remember what they're calling it. But now you can rank A, B, or C, or number 1, 2, or 3 in the Google Maps box, right? And what Google takes into consideration are citations, which are your name, address, phone number, website, on lots of business directories and out there on the internet. But they also take into consideration reviews. So that's not just reviews on Google. They also look at reviews on Yell.com, or it's Yell.com here in the UK. It's Yellow Pages in the US, Green Frog, Yelp, all the other types of websites that are out there where you can actually leave reviews. So you can totally utilize this. And I'm going to say something else which kind of leads on to this. So you make a few local personas. Let's say you're in Las Vegas, right? And you've got local, and all your local clients are Las Vegas-based clients. They're electricians, they're plumbers, they're whatever else it is that people do in Las Vegas, right? As a business, you create quite a few personas. So then you've got Facebook profiles, you've got Tumblr profiles, you've got Google Plus profiles, you've got Yell or Yellow Pages, Yelp, and Hot Frog. What are the other ones? I can't think of them all. And then, let's say you've got 100 of these personas, all for Las Vegas. These people can go and review and go to their own timeline and just say, I've just had ABC Plumbers Limited come in. They were so clean, tidy, courteous. I would recommend them to anybody. You know, any of my friends that, you know, want their number, here's their website, here's their telephone number. That there, Google can see. They can see that this Facebook person is actually living in Las Vegas, and they've just gone and said something like, this is a great company. Here's their telephone number and website if you're looking for a plumber. I can't talk about them highly enough. That is gold just there, right? And that's just one thing that this software that you're looking at can do, right? So if you're in the local arena and you manage more than 5 clients or more, this is going to save you absolutely hundreds of times. And Jim's just turned around and said it's really going to be great for Google Plus reviews and Google Map reviews, which is, it absolutely is. Is there anything you would like to add to that from a citation perspective?
I was just going to mention that people have asked and have been worried about things like identifiers and IP leakage and location and the device and WebRTC, and we've got all of that covered. We've got a few people in the group who are really focusing heavily on reputation management and on local marketing using citations, and there's absolutely no issues whatsoever. I myself don't focus that much on local marketing anymore, but I know there's a few guys in the group. In fact, one guy who's making, and it's in the comments, you'll see, an extra $5,000 a month just from being able to scale all of his VAs and outsourcers doing reputation management, local citations. So, you know, we block off the device enumeration even so that there's absolutely no identifier. The only thing that identifies them that it's you is the proxy. That's it. There's no more leakage, Google Plus, Google, any of the accounts up until now. You know, like if you're using Chrome, the regular Chrome, to do any of this stuff, and you're not seeing the kind of results you would think that you would normally like to see, it could have a lot to do with that, and you need to just change and do your stuff with Firefox. Like when you open up no matter what you do, I mean, there are certain plugins that turn off WebRTC, I think, in Chrome, but I don't think it's done. I think there's still leaks in the Chrome one. In Firefox, the best way to do it is to literally go into the config files of the Firefox browser to change around these settings. It's very technical, but we've basically taken care of all of that so that you've got no IP leakage and no identifiers. But it's just so safe.
You know. Yeah. I don't know how technical people on here are, but you know, from my experience, lots of people won't know, you know, what you're talking about. So all we can say is, please know that this is as safe as it gets, right? There's just no leakage. There's going to be no footprint. There is no way that Google, Facebook, or any other websites are going to know that it's the same person, just one person or a couple of VAs running all of these campaigns for you. Okay. So we've got another question, and you actually mentioned it, that says, how can you use this for reputation management?
I mean, I myself don't deal with a lot of these things, but I would, I mean, in the same way as you would normally, where you've got different personas feeding off of each other, making, you know, good reviews on sites. I mean, sometimes if you can't get bad reviews down, the best way to fix it is by getting lots of good reviews up. Yeah. So let's say you've got you know, 1 bad review and you've got 50 good ones. So, you know, so be it the 1 review. It's only normal to have 1 bad review, and you see 50 good ones. I don't think that's going to you know, affect the person's decision too much. So, you know, that's one tip that I've seen people talk about, is that sometimes you come across a site that's just way too hard to budge, to move, to whatever you're going to do to it to be, and it's going to be there. So the only thing you can do is just put out good reviews, good.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's what I'd
say. Good citations, just overpower the 1 bad negative one with lots of good ones. So,
another question: do you need proxies? I think you've kind of answered that, but do you want to just extend on that a little bit?
And you have to be very careful about the proxy providers, because some of them are really, really finicky, and we've had a lot of people just going, you know, trying to understand, because If you use account creators or you use things that use proxies and you see a lot of times that they fail and they don't work, it's a lot of the time to do with the proxy. So they ban the proxy, or the proxy is slow, it's not working, and all you see in these tools is account not created. So with BrowSEO you can actually see that, I need to refresh it, I need to move it, because these proxies aren't really used a lot like that. They're used through sockets and through tools, so where you're not really using a full browsing experience. So yes, you need proxies, and just make sure to use the right ones, and we have recommended proxies in the members area, so that you will be picking the right ones. I just try all of them to make sure that I know which ones are the best ones. So I've got a mix of all of them in here right now in this particular build. And yeah, so yes, you do need proxies, but pick the right ones.
So is there anything else needed?
No, that's it. There's nothing else needed to run this. I mean, you just need, a couple of proxies, and you're good to go. That's it. Nothing else. I mean, we have our phone API, which is built in. We give you access to two phone verification sources, which I know are very important. So we have one SMS PVA built in, so that you can get your PVA SMSs directly into the system here. Right? Just click on that. It's going to show my API code, so I'm not going to click on that right now. But it's in a video that we've got with a creator that is out there somewhere. I'm going to show you that soon. But there's nothing else that you need.
It's basically a phone verified Gmail creator, isn't it?
Yeah, it's phone verified. We've got a phone verified Gmail creator, and these programs here were actually just imported from that. So it created these email addresses, these projects, straight from the email creator.
Absolutely.
And you get that all included as well, the email creator, so that you literally do nothing. It's totally hands-off. You add the API, add your deCAPTCHA, and I show you in training how to just bring over content, this information here, like we're using here in the demo, right? You've got filling out persona information. So we use a fake name generator, and you can just literally order them in bulk, and we input them, and it just spits them out. It clicks sync on the Gmail creator, and it sends them all straight to here with the proxies. And these are all new, right? So you can literally click on it, go to your Firefox account, open up Gmail, and we should be logged in. Because this is in Firefox, we create them in Firefox. We just send them over. These down here haven't been sorted yet, as you can see. They're just basically sitting there. And there you go. We're logging straight in. So this account was just created yesterday, imported with the Gmail creator, and it's just sitting there on the same proxy that it was created on, with the same cookies and the same cache. So,
Yeah. So next month
really
next month when your proxies change, the same as my proxies, I think I use buyproxies.org for my proxies. So every month they change. So within here, you just change the new to the new proxies, but because all of the cookies and everything are stored, even though it's a new IP address, Google and Facebook, Tumblr, all the other websites out there that are really, really fussy when it comes to having multiple accounts, will see all of the old cookies and enable you to log in, even though it's a different IP address. And I've got an example where
it's like taking your laptop on holiday.
Exactly, yeah, it's like taking your laptop on holiday. Yeah, and think about mobile devices. I was speaking to my business partner, who is actually on the line, I can tell, about this, and he was like, yeah, it's just like your mobile device. If you're out and about and you're connected to the internet, you're always having a different IP address, but all your cookies and everything stored in the background, so that it knows that it's you.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Yep. So I had an example this week where, and then what we'll, after I say this, we'll go on and show the offer, and we'll talk about I'll talk about the bonus that I'm gonna do, and I think I might do the bonus. You might actually help me out with the bonus, but this week I was trying to log into a Google AdWords account from same IP address that I've always logged in behind before, and Google wouldn't let me in. Actually, I was trying to log into Gmail first, because I always like to log into Gmail first, and then I can go and log into AdWords, and it's a little bit safer because you've already done Gmail, and Gmail's normally a little bit easier. There's no hoops to jump through, and it wouldn't let me. So my business partner who created the account for me, he tried to at the same IP at his same IP address that it was actually created at, and he couldn't because obviously all the cookies and everything weren't there. And now we're left with an account that we can't use, which I was using to, from time to time manage some, when we do AdWords and YouTube ads and stuff like that. I would go in and use that account, and because I haven't done it for like 3 months, and now we're knackered. We're going to have to start from scratch again, and it's just a complete. I spent about 2 hours trying to sort this out, and then Jim ended up spending an hour trying to sort it out. So that's 3 hours of, experienced marketers who are busy, who charge a lot of money per hour when we're, talking to clients and stuff, messing around just trying to sort out one bloody account. Whereas if we had all this sorted out at that time, we wouldn't have had that issue. So that's just one example of why BrowSEO is so powerful. Anyway, Bud, do you want to show the offer page and talk about what you were going to do for these lovely people?
Offer page? You mean the sales page I've got, the regular sales page?
Yeah, my actual link.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, where's that?
I tell you what, guys, I'm going to
put the link in the thing here.
Yeah, I'm going to share the buy link in the chat and stuff, and then all you guys can. Simon will go in and talk about the what do you call it, or the bonuses, what he's gonna offer. Just bear with me 1 second, and I'll whack it in the chat.
Oh, I've just sent that to one person, or has everyone got that?
Don't know. I can't.
Did everyone get this?
I can't even see the chat right
I
now.
think it's just gone to one person. Maybe I've done it wrong here.
That's right, mate. I'll sort that out if you want to talk about the rest of it, buddy.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, we've got big changes coming, as you may have realised over the last hour or so.
Actually, before you say that, I've got to say this. This is not fake scarcity, that what Simon's going to talk about right now. And if you've been on my list for a while, you know that I really work hard to try and get you the best deals. And I found out that Simon was going to be putting the price up of BrowSEO to $500, and I was like, dude, don't do it just yet. Please don't do it. Let my guys see it first and let them be able to buy it at the cheaper price. And Simon said, no, I can't do that because I've just turned somebody else down. And I've really twisted his arm, and he's agreed to hold the price for you. So, dude, over to you. I'm going to go and get the link and stuff, but I just wanted to say that because that's really important.
Yeah. So the reason for the price rise is, well, we're adding so much to BrowSEO that we've got a lot more support, and the price has to go up. I mean, it's just a natural progression of it. It's been around for about a year now. The price is $297 a year, and currently we aren't even doing a lifetime. We did that just at the pre-beta, about a year ago. So we haven't done that for a while. We are going to run a lifetime for you guys at $497, which is something that I discussed with Brian, and I'll be willing to do that for the next week. We'll keep it live for you guys. The price at $297, if you get BrowSEO now at $297, you'll be grandfathered in. Nice. So when the price goes up to $497 a year, you're going to stay at the $297. So you get all of the updates, all of the future updates that we've spoke about, the Instagram app, the YouTube app, all of the automation, access to everything we've just discussed, all of the updates. That's pretty much how it works. You guys get access to all of the updates, and I don't hold anything back from you, and I don't charge you for any extra modules. Everything that I develop into BrowSEO, and it comes as a whole. I had a lot of people wanted to split it up. I said, no, not splitting any of this up. This is just the way it's going to go. Everything is needed, and we need to, on a regular basis, make sure it's updated and working, and we're always adding. So that's just the way it works when you come on board and you have BrowSEO. You're always going to get the updates, and we're never going to charge you from any other modules within BrowSEO. So the $297, you get grandfathered in, and you, again, for all of the updates, future updates, you get that $297. The $297 is for the solo, and the lifetime is $497. That's also for the solo, and the solo is just yourself, meaning you don't have any outsourcers that you can share it with, that you can send them to, because in the outsourcer, if you use outsourcers, you can send them a version of BrowSEO that transfers the cookies and the cache and everything. So if you're using them to create accounts, or if you want them to go out and post on your social accounts, or if you want them to customize your social accounts, you send them the accounts and it sends them the cookies, the cache, the history, everything. We're connected to the Amazon cloud. We're using the same configuration as Netflix, so it's super, super fast, and it costs, which is why there's a monthly for that. But I'm going to waive that just for you guys so that you get access to the Duo, which allows you 2 outsourcers. And because I've covered the King content module as well in such detail, which I normally don't because it's an add-on, I'm going to include that as well. So that's also $19 a month. So you get the Duo and the King content module, which is each $19 a month. I'll give that to you for the first year, totally free, inclusive. Just use them, get to grips with them. You know, if you need to upgrade to more outsourcers, that's totally fine. You can do that. But you're given access to the Duo module, which allows you to use up to 2 different outsourcers, so that you can transfer, do whatever it is that you need to do with them. That's the offer. The lifetime is going to go up to $997 when we launch, and the yearly is going to go up to $497. And we've got a Gmail account creator that we're also going to be giving you guys as well, just to use and create Gmail accounts. So that is a little taste of version 3.0, what the automation is going to be like within BrowSEO. So you're going to be able to literally, click a button, like people, follow, tweet, do whatever you want. It's an iMacro, so you have total control to literally automate any website on the internet. And that's what's coming in version 3.0. So you get access to all of that right now. If you get on board now, you get grandfathered in with all those options.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, absolutely
awesome. And something that I have decided to do, and I was talking to Simon literally just before we came on. I was talking to Simon about doing this bonus, and we were talking about different methods that we do it, and Simon's got a little bit of a different way to do this than I have. So I might either pick Simon's brain or we'll do it together. I don't know yet. But so the bonus that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can go out and find your own expired authoritative Web 2.0 and social accounts. Okay, so what will be included, what you can do this with is find expired Twitter, Tumblr, LiveJournal, Facebook pages. The list is pretty much endless. I'll find a massive list.
Yeah, Drupal Garden, Blogger.
Yeah, Drupal Garden, Blogger. And the best thing about this is, let me just show you. I'm just going to take control of the screen. Just 1 second.
Go for it.
And then people can see what I'm talking about. So hopefully now you can see a Twitter page in front of you. Or an Excel sheet with Twitter showing on it.
Yeah, it's there.
These are all expired Twitter accounts that I have found that have got a page authority greater than 20, and I've got, if I keep on scrolling, you can just see, look, still 48. I'm at 500 and something now, right?
Awesome. Wow.
I'm just, and they've got page rank. Some of them got page rank. I can. The list is endless, right? And this is just Twitter, okay? I've hidden the names for obvious reasons, because then you can go in and, you can go and grab them.
PR6 and 4 and 5, wow.
Yeah, dude, let me see if I can sort by highest to lowest. So I've got page rank 6s, page rank 5s, loads of page rank 5s. Look at this, guys, absolutely. So instead of, me producing this kind of list, right, I thought what I'll do is I will teach you how to do it. Because if I give out a list to everybody, I've got thousands of people on my list, and loads of people have, loads of you have signed up for the webinar that haven't turned up. I've been actually getting some messages whilst we're online saying that people are struggling to get on. So I don't know what all that's about, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But if I gave the one, you know, a couple of Excel spreadsheets to everybody, everybody would use them. So wouldn't it be more powerful for you guys to actually go and learn how to do this yourself? So that's my bonus. It's not done yet because I haven't put the content together, but basically what you do with these is you register them within BrowSEO, and you can then keep on logging in from within BrowSEO, and you're straight away using powerful profiles that are going to have an SEO kick for you. They're going to, you know, already have authority. They're going to be really, really powerful. Okay.
Yeah.
People keep on asking if there's going to be a replay. I'm seeing loads of these now. I don't know. I'm hoping so, because myself and Simon are both trying to record this. So fingers crossed.
Did I hit record? I did hit record.
Yeah, you dude. I told you to do that right at the beginning. What?
I did that before. I've done that.
So what? So you know, I need to sit down, need to carve out some time, and I will create the videos for you. Okay, and maybe I'll create my videos. Maybe Simon can then have a look, and then he can do a video or tell me what he does, and we'll just add to it. But that's a really powerful.
Sure.
You know, that people out there would probably charge $200, $300 for that training course, and I'm going to be giving you that for free.
And you can literally start a business off of that by just selling them. People have businesses selling them, just selling Web 2.0s.
Yeah.
I mean, the methods that I use specifically for Tumblr get me about 6,000 available Tumblrs every single scrape. So that's why I don't mind just showing you exactly how I do it, because it's just impossible for me to use even a fraction of those.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
awesome, dude.
so much out there.
Okay then, guys. Well, I have got some more questions actually. Let me have a quick look. So lots of your questions have been the same. So if I've missed anybody, or it's not said exactly the same, it's because it's been similar to somebody else's question. Somebody was talking about Amazon, and that they've got an Amazon store, and basically, you know, you build up this awesome profile, and you're sharing stuff. You can go into a group that's kind of related to whatever that product is, and you can say, I've just shared this. Now, Amazon actually rewards your Amazon listing when people socially share your product. Okay. Do I need to go on, or are alarm bells ding ding? Are you going ding 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 ding? Right. You go into Amazon. Okay. You can actually use this bloody thing right here for Amazon reviews. Oh man, my brain's just going right now. Okay. It's not going to look fake. You can go and, you know, try and, because you can actually get pre-loaded credit cards that haven't got a name or anything attached to them. So you can load that into an Amazon account, and you can go and buy some cheapo products, buy an ebook or whatever you want to buy, and then go and buy your main product at its full price. Or you do a quick flash sale on Amazon. Instead of using the coupon code, you do a quick flash sale on Amazon. You do it for 24 hours, and you get your actual Amazon profiles to go in and buy that at the flash sale. Then when you leave a review, that review will still show as a verified purchase, whereas if you use coupon codes now, they don't show as verified purchases. That's absolutely massive right there for Amazon. And you can use those Amazon profiles to vote up all your good reviews and vote down all your bad reviews. Boom! We've just reinvented another way to use this bloody platform. It's absolutely amazing. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm talking really fast. I'm really excited.
Those Amazon profiles can be connected to Gmail, Facebook. They could be totally normal, regular personas promoting other things. I mean, lots of people have Amazon accounts. That doesn't have to. It would probably be weird if you only had Amazon in your emails. So you want to go and just create a persona, with an Amazon account.
It is. So people are asking, how do you get my bonus? I'm sorry, I didn't say that. So when you buy through my BrwSEO link, which is the link that I've shared, let me just see if this will. You have to buy it through my link, and the reason you have to buy it through my link is because BrwSEO in the back end, when I actually add the bonus in there, when you log into BrwSEO, it will show you. It will have you'll have a link to the purchase, and then it will say your bonuses. Okay, so even if if I create it, next week, you will still have that link. But if you want to be doubly sure, once you've bought, send me your receipt so we can then go and just make sure that everything's working correctly, okay? And do that as well.
I'll manually update it so that you're good for a year with the King content and the other one, the Duo outsourcers.
Yeah, thank you for
so just
doing that.
Send your link in.
Mate, thank you for doing that King content thing, because you were because that cost you money. So I really appreciate.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but because I gave an overview in detail, I figured, what the hell.
Yeah. So guys, I've worked my ass off to try and get Simon to actually hold this price for you, and Simon's thrown in 2 really good bonuses, and my bonus, and maybe Simon's also added bonus is is gold by itself, right? It's a course that I'm sure I could do and go and vlog for $200, $300, $400, $500. And Simon is so right, because I actually still go and buy sometimes off people when I haven't got time to do anything or I'm busy. I'll go and buy some aged accounts, and you can get like 5 on Fiverr for like $50 or $50. You could create your own business doing just that. So it's just a supplement.
Oh wait, you can also there's a marketplace that we're going to be also releasing in version 3.0.
Okay.
So you're probably going to be able to actually sell them in BrwSEO.
Oh,
so
nice.
within the app, right? There's the same element as the outsourcer, the pop-up when you open it up. You're going to have a marketplace in there, so people are going to be sharing accounts. We're going to have a whole army of VAs trained up in BrwSEO for you guys to you don't have to worry about going and hiring and training and getting them all up to speed on BrwSEO. I'm literally doing that as we speak. I've got like almost 100 VAs. I've got someone who's just managing them all and dealing with them all, training them up. They've all got BrwSEO, and that in itself has got some awesome crowdsourcing. I could talk for a long time about this and the different things that I want to do with it and what you can do. Just take BrwSEO and give it to so many different people on different freelancer sites and just have them really on real IP addresses in real different US states. Just do whatever. Don't even have them put IPs on. Just get them, hire them to do different things. Tell them use your real IP address because they're a real person, right? Don't even worry about IP addresses to a certain degree, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Crowdsourcing, you want them to surf your site, Amazon stuff, whatever. The marketplace is going to open up lots of different possibilities as well, and you're also going to be able to use it to sell your services if you become really well. Even in
your Facebook group right now, people are getting together. They're sharing outsourcers. They're sharing techniques. They're doing this. They're doing that. And it's amazing, for something that you built for yourself. And this is what I love. You built this for yourself, and then somebody got wind of it, and you started thinking, do I or don't I? Do I or don't I offer it out to everybody else? And here we are.
You know what happened? About 3 years ago, all my outsourcers were having issues with Tumblr.
Yeah.
And for some reason, nothing was able to stick. Nothing would stick on Tumblr and YouTube, I think it was as well. No matter what, with the IPs and the cookies and everything, it was all of a sudden something happened with these sites, and I just could not get them to stick. He would open up a Tumblr account, and I hired a guy to come into the office and to sit next to me, right?
Yeah.
It's like $2,500 a month I paid this guy just to sign up to sites and do stuff, and it was getting bad. And I had him. I was looking over his shoulder, watching what is he doing, and I was started doing the same thing. And it was, I think, about 3 years ago when all this stuff happened with WebRTC, that Google and different sites are just connected and are able to look through the IP address, and that was one of the things that really prompted me like 3 years ago to just get something going that is going to hold, because we worked out what it was in the end, and we looked through so many different pages online, Google blogs, and we realized the patent for WebRTC that was released, and it's on Wikipedia, and it allows you to check real-time communication between computer and internet websites, so sites like Gmail, sites like Facebook, sites like Tumblr that use communication like chat and video and like Hotmail, and why accounts get banned so quickly and easily is because they use WebRTC through their services, so they're easily able to see that if you've got this IP address on the front and you've got your WebRTC is always the same, you're just going to get banned. So that was one of the things that we identified as a major problem. So that was why we started taking the idea of building everything out so that it just has it all and deals with it and doesn't delete anything. We delete close off things like the device enumeration and WebRTC so that none of these are problems, and that's it. And that's how it sort of came to be. I literally, my VAs were acting up. I hired someone, and then we got to the nuts and bolts of it. And then I just started to put this together so that we can work more efficiently, send it off to VAs.
It's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, sorry, we've had a few people asking, could you go over your what your upsells are against and the lifetime, what the lifetime price is and that kind of stuff?
Okay, so the upsell, well, there's no real upsell. There's just the yearly and the monthly, the yearly and the lifetime.
It's more the bonuses, isn't it? Yeah.
The bonuses, you mean? The bonuses is
so the questions were, what's the price of the lifetime option? And then somebody else has asked, did you say there is a lifetime option, and could you please go over the add-on upsells again? But I think the add-on upsells were really your bonuses.
Yeah, the add-on, yeah, that's right. So you don't need there are no upsells. First of all, there are no upsells. The only difference is one version of BrowSEO will have the ability to use outsourcers, and one doesn't. Everything else is exactly the same. So the upsell in the members area, and it's only available in the members area, is just in case you want to upgrade to a different plan, and you need more outsourcers, you're scaling correctly, you're scaling well, and you need more power, more BAs, then you just upgrade to a higher monthly license that allows you to sync more and communicate and deal with more outsourcers. Yeah. Those are the only options, the only upsells, and I'm giving you the Duo and King content included in this package.
And that's a saving of $40 a month or $70?
$40 a month for a year, yes.
So it's $40 a month, and then the lifetime. So you're offering a lifetime option as well? Did you mention?
Yeah, the lifetime I'm giving you for $497, and that's going to be the price for the yearly when we go to 3.0. And right now you can get grandfathered in at $297 for the yearly instead of $497 when we hit version 3.0.
So how do people upgrade to the lifetime option?
The truth is, I haven't actually even put that in yet, because we haven't a lifetime that I've been selling or giving away, and the fact that you just asked that has got me thinking, I don't even have that option available in JVZoo, so no. I can't actually, even if you wanted the lifetime now, I couldn't give that to you. You couldn't. I'm going to have to work something out. If you want to upgrade, let's say in the next month, then I'll compound it and just take off $297. You can upgrade to pay an extra $200, I think it is, for the lifetime, and I'll give that to you, for the next month. But for the next, it's available until we hit version 3.0. I'll give that away to you at that price. So I'll compound the cost so that when we do have that lifetime that goes on JVZoo, I'll give you some sort of a coupon that will deduct what you've already paid, and you just go out and upgrade in that way, something like that. Because it's not even available right now. No one's getting. I haven't sold the lifetime in a long time, so it's just yearly and the monthly right now. So this is just for you. I need to actually create that.
Okay. We will look after you. So you just contact Simon's support, and within the next month, he'll sort that out for you. Because Simon's support's really quick, and most of it's Simon, isn't it? And I don't mean that it's just you.
Yeah, well, myself and the developer and another developer in there. So we got three of us. I deal with like the more a little issue here and there that someone might have to do with the membership site, whatever. But the developers deal with all of the main technical issues, and they get really we're really good with our support. So you can just check out some of the testimonials on the site there. We've got a whole page, like 30 testimonials, some talking about how awesome the support is, and You know, it's very important because, you know, I've bought lots of different products in the past and have been not only let down with, you know, updates and upgrades and the actual software working, but let down. You know, if I didn't get a reply within 3 days, I'm like canceling, right? And I think 3 hours is like already too much, you know. So I get really, really worried if it's been 12 hours and we haven't replied yet. And you know, it's really important for me and to the team that we deal with everything in a timely manner.
Yeah, I think 24 hours is a good time because everybody gets busy and sometimes there's reasons that something goes wrong and it means you can't get back to people. And if you know, getting back to people as quick as possible is great, but if you set yourself, you know, too short a time limit, people start to expect that and then it ends up causing you a bit of a headache. So just, you know, don't beat yourself up if it gets to 12 hours, right?
No, okay. I know, but I do. That's the problem.
I know, and I do too, right? You know, if somebody, because I get like 5,000 emails a day and loads of it's crap, and then sometimes I've deleted something and somebody will come back and go, "Oh, you didn't reply to me," and I'm like, and I feel really bad because I'm like, I deleted your email by accident because of, you know, all the other shit that I keep on getting. But so I know how you feel, right, guys? I'm going to wrap this up unless you've got any last minute questions. Okay, it's 7:10 for me, it's 9:10 for Simon, and he's got a young family. I've got a young family who are now running around the house, so if you can hear them banging and stuff, I apologize. And if not, if I don't get another question come in say 20 seconds, we will love you and leave you. Okay, and hopefully this replay works. I'm not quite sure how you found out about this webinar because I did do some Facebook advertising and things like that. So if you've got an email address that I have not got and you want to see the replay, stick your email address in the questions box and I will then email you the replay if it works. Okay, so yeah, fill some empty space. La 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 la. Okay, so we've got some emails coming in now, guys.
Someone said something.
Send them in quick if you want me to email you and you know that I have not already got your email address. Cool.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. Right, so I'll wait 10 more seconds just in case somebody's frantically typing. If not, Simon, thank you ever so much for your time, buddy. Really, really appreciate you jumping on. It's been a really good webby. Everybody's loved it. Loads of people are saying they're in. So I've seen loads of people buying, and you know, people that manage any 1, 2, or 3 accounts or different sets of multiple accounts for different clients or whatever, they know how hard this is. So you know, I'm sure they can appreciate it. Right, with that, nothing else has come in. Everybody, thank you all for attending, and I will see you. You will hear us on the replay if it works. Take care. Simon, thanks very much, buddy.
Pleasure. Take care.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.